Evening, everyone. It's a few minutes after 6, and it is Wednesday, and this is your closing comment. I'm going to skip through the stocks a little because I want to talk to you about the futures trading program and futures in general because it's really become pretty obvious what's going on. So, the market started down this morning after being up. Uh, and we finished with the Dow down 339 or just under a percent, and the Nasdaq down 166, 1.15. S&P down 45 or just also under 1%. The big loser, of course, was the Russell, again down 1.6%. And the Dow Jones Transports down 70 or 0.4%. Not a big deal. The big feature early today was the bank and the UNH earnings. They all beat. UNH was around 463, 464 when we talked first thing this morning, finished 462 and a half, up 153 or 0.3%. But Procter and Gamble, which was trading 158, managed to close 162, so up twice as much, up 527 or 3.4%. B of A traded as high as 48, couldn't hold on, closed 44, up 18 cents. Same situation with Morgan Stanley, was trading 97 after the earnings announcement, finished the day 95.74, up $1.73. So, and SoFi, which traded up into the just under 1440, closed the day 1371, up $1.65. But in late trading right now, it's trading 1420, up 214 or 18%. That's on the approval of their banking license. I really like the SoFi. I think I'm probably going to add it to the $100,000 account tomorrow. Uh, Zogenix, ZGNX, a $26 deal by UCB closed 25.92, up 10.28 or 66%. I've had that written down but forgot to mention it. And just this is apropos of absolutely nothing. I happened to see this stock on the tape today, and when I did a little bit of homework on it, I found it humorous. The symbol is DDL, and the name of the stock is Ding Dong. Evidently, they are a subsidiary of a Chinese internet company, and it was just recommended by Zacks about a month ago. Um, Last year, in the late summer, it was 46 when it first came. By November, it was 37. By December, it was 22 and a half, and today it closed at 690, 610, down $1.90. I just found it humorous. You know what my attitude is on Chinese stocks. I've stopped following them, including even the big names, uh, just because the political risk is just too great. Tomorrow we have claims and Philly Fed, and we also have Netflix, which had some interesting option action today. Uh, Both the Nasdaq and the Dow had a 2-to-1 decline. Volume was down a little. In the Dow, it was 21 up, 9 down. The two that were up were PG on the earnings, UNH on the earnings. PG was adding 34 Dow points and UNH just 10. Um, and that is the biggest weight in the Dow, so that's pretty minor. On the downside, we had Boeing taking 52 off, Caterpillar, Goldman Sachs, and Home Depot each taking 47 off, and American Express taking 32 off. Okay, let's talk about the commodities markets. I listen to these people talk, these teleprompter readers, and of course, our president in his press conference tonight talking about how great things are and how he's going to whip inflation. It's beginning to sound like Jerry Ford, whip inflation now. But the problem is they're basically full of crap because I've been talking about inflation for 18 months and it's only getting worse. Uh, the chart on the screen is the corn, which had a nice long rally. And as you can see, in the last 2 days, or 3 days, it tested 585 a bushel and then was up yesterday by $3.50 a bushel and closing right on the high and breaking out of this little flag today, trading as high as 614 and a half, closing 610, up $11 11 cents a bushel. These are not small moves, but I think that what's more important is to look at commodities in general. Oil up. This is tonight's opening, but oil up, nat gas down a touch, gas and heating oil both up. Cattle up, hogs up, cotton up, coffee up, sugar up, cocoa up, lumber down the limit today, but this has come from 450 to 1400 in the last couple of months, and the dollar down. The fact of the matter is, everything that makes up your grocery basket is going up. I know that's not a surprise to anyone who goes food shopping like I do, but it just bears mentioning. And the reason that I mention it is because I was talking to Dennis today. As you know, he's who I trade with, and I'm always listening to what he has to offer because he's very good. He was long the gold today. It was up $30. Um, and short the dollar, it was down again. He doesn't have a position in the bonds, but he also trades things like the sugar and the wheat. Wheat was up 27 cents a bushel, soybeans up 30. So um, I bring it up because in Dennis's accounts that we have now, we have several accounts. He's up about 30% for the year. Today is the 19th of January. So that's a pretty amazing return. And frankly, I think, it's a non correlated asset. I know I say that all the time. I just don't know if you understand. The point is that what happens in the market, unless it's because of some major geopolitical issue, has little or nothing to affect commodities. Um, this idiot Biden is talking about oil and how he's brought the price of gasoline down. The price of gasoline is not down. And let's remember that it was his doing in his first week coming in, canceling drilling on federal lands that closed down a great deal of our production. And the price of gas, well, I'll just show you because it makes so much more sense. Picture is worth 1,000 words. Here's the last year. Well, this is 6 months, but let's go for the whole year. In the year, we came in at $1.52 for gas. Ran all the way up on that great work of his to 235. We did come back down and tested 190, 185, and currently we are making new highs close to $2.50. This is wholesale gas. Everybody in different areas have different taxes and such. Our gas has gone from just under $2 to currently at the cheapest gas station using cash, not credit. It's about $3.19. So this is pretty ugly. So the point becomes, how do you avoid having this cut into your budget and actually profit by it? And there's plenty of ways to do that. I write about it every week in the in my letter. There are 8 or 9 commodity charts. I've been talking about it, and if you are interested, I certainly can put you in touch with Dennis. I can be on a call with you and he can explain what he does. He can also explain that he gets paid solely on percentage of the profits. He is not a broker. You don't have to worry about your account being churned. He has some great ideas, and there are also a bunch of tax uh, issues that are big advantages in the futures market. All right, folks. As I said, tomorrow it's Thursday. Thursday's claims day, and we also have the Philly Fed, and we also have Netflix earnings, which, as I said, there have been a bunch of unusual options action in those Netflix puts and calls, and it looks like the move in it is being figured at about 9%, which is pretty amazing because it's usually about 6.6, so 50% greater move expected by the market. All right, I'll be back first thing in the morning. Have a good evening.